Was it mania from the start, or did it take a while for it to?
It took like in the UK it was nuts. You know, we'd go and do like signings here and there and bits and pieces like that. It was crazy. That was the first kind of sight of it. You know, banging on car windows and kind of around the release of What Makes You Beautiful was like when it really kicked off. We did like a HMV run around the country, Glasgow, Birmingham, Manchester, you know, like do the signings. And that was the first time I seen the madness. And then we went on this is one of the maddest promo trips. We did like Italy, Germany, France, and Holland in like four days. Like we're in a different country every day doing lengths of promo, and Ben came on that trip. I remember getting to Milan on the first day and just being like, this is different level now.
The amount of people that were there?
Yeah. It was like we were on Duomo in the middle of Milan city centre and outside the cathedral, and it was just thousands. They're banging on the car windows. The first time I had seen proper hysteria. And obviously everything in Italy, everyone is like it's a bit more dramatic and a bit passionate, and even the police are mad, you know, and it's like, it's all kicking off. And that was the first time I remember thinking, holy, right, this is it now. Because, you know, you're in the UK, we're still in the X Factor bubble, really.
Absolutely.
They know us, they've seen us on TV for 10 weeks. It's going to be a bit crazy. But when we got into Europe and did that little run that time around the release of the first album, it was just, that was when I remember thinking, this is nuts.
In the 5 years, did you ever feel like a prisoner?
A couple of times, yeah. There was like, when because we were 17, 18, 19 for the first few years, and I struggled with it because as you know, we were just talking about, I have to be doing something all the time, and the thoughts of closing my curtains in my hotel room was madness to me.
You're better at that now, though, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but I struggled with the idea. Why won't you just let us out? We just want to go for a walk, you know. But you can't get inside the brain of a fan.
Yeah.
And now I completely get it. Yeah. But at the time, you're like, you're our age. You will just let us out. We just want to walk down the street. You must understand. I remember being in the stadium tour. The first time we'd ever went to South America, we played stadium straight away. It was just nuts. Doing like Buenos Aires, Rio, Sao Paulo, Lima, Peru, place in Uruguay, Montevideo in Uruguay. All these amazing cities, but not being able to see any of them.
That's heartbreaking.
And we remember, like, heartbreaking, but amazing at the same time. And I remember we were in Lima, Peru. I think it was in one of the movies or whatever. The police did a head count outside the hotel. I remember actually, we came in from wherever we were. We did a gig, and then we'd get on the plane and fly straight to the next city. And we get into Lima at like 1 a.m. and we're driving from the hotel, or from the airport to the hotel, and we see a shopping centre. Me, Louis, and Liam were like, "Oh, come on, we go when we get up tomorrow morning. Let's get up and have a little stroll around there." The next morning we woke up, and me and Louis were playing FIFA in the room, and Liam comes in and goes, "Right, come on, let's go." And Louis still had his curtains pulled, and then Louis just goes, have a look out that window. And he opened the curtains, and the police had done a head count, and there was 10,000 people on the street outside the hotel. He's like, well, that's not happening.